Hey guys. Okay, so today we are at Rickwood Caverns State Park. It is in Warrior, Alabama. Um, if you want to come up, it is at exit 284 off of Interstate 65. So if you're coming from Birmingham, it's only about 30 minutes. So it's not a long drive at all. So some of the things that you can do here is, of course, the biggest draw is the caverns. They're 175 foot underground. It stays a constant temperature of like 58 to 62 degrees year round. So if it's really hot outside, that's a beautiful thing. You go down there and it's nice and cool. And if you come during the winter and it's cold, then it feels a little bit warmer when, of course, you're down there. Some of the other things that you can do here in the park is they do have camping. The campgrounds are right as you pull into the park, so we'll go and check those out. It looked like a nice little campground, nothing major, not a ton of camping spots, but it did look really, really nice. Of course, you can do picnics here. They have some pavilions. I'll throw some pictures of the pavilions in there. They all have like little grills. There's some picnic tables. I can see those from where I am right now. You can do some gemstone mining if you bring the kids out, or if you're just a kid at heart and you want to do it. There is a playground that has some slides and some swings and some monkey bars and all that kind of stuff for the kids to play on. Again, you can do it too if you want. And they do have an Olympic-sized swimming pool here. I wouldn't have called that an Olympic-sized swimming pool, but maybe in my mind, an Olympic-sized swimming pool is massive and huge. But it is a big pool. Of course, it's seasonal. They do have it drained right now, but it is something nice if you're here camping, that you can go ahead and swim and cool off and have a great day by the pool. And they do have 3 hiking trails. So the longest hiking trail is called the Fossil Mountain. According to their paperwork, it's 1.25 miles, but the guy, when we paid to do the cavern tour, says it's only 0.9, so we'll see. We got new Garmin Fenix watches, so we will try that out today. Today's our first day really doing any of the mapping with that, so I'm excited about that to see how that works and how great it is. But on the Fossil Mountain, you can actually look for fossils embedded into the rocks, so I'm looking forward to taking some pictures of that. They have something called the Picnic Loop. It's only a 0.8 mile. And at the beginning of it, there's a fenced-in graveyard that is the final resting place for the original property owners, and there's also supposed to be a Revolutionary War veteran buried there. And then they have what they call the fitness loop, which just goes like around the pool, so it's just, a place that maybe you can take a stroller and walk around. So they just opened a new one. We're going to start walking over towards the trail. They just opened a new one. Hi, Billy. That they call Moss Rock Connector, and it connects a couple of the trails, so you can make a couple of loops and make a longer like 2.5-ish mile hike. So we are going to go ahead. We signed up for the 2 o'clock cave tour, and that you can do it at 10, 12, 2, and 4. So it is a guided tour. The fees here are really, really not bad at all. To get into the park, if you just wanted to come to the park, do a picnic, do a little hiking, it's $3 for adults, $2 for kids. If you want to come in and do like the cave tour, it's $19 for 12 and up, and $9 for ages 5 to 11, and that actually includes your entrance fee. So that's really good. And if you want to come in and just use their pool, it's a $7 fee, and that also includes your entrance fee to the park. So overall, it's fantastic. I'm going to flip my camera real quick and get started on the Fossil Mountain Loop. Come join us, won't you? Oh yeah, and by the way, if you like the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you want to be notified anytime we put a new video out, if you'll tap the bell notification or the bell button, that's a notification that you will get anytime we put out a new video. It's been a really pretty hike. We're almost to the end. It didn't take long to do it, so I think it's going to be more of the 0.9 1 mile range, not the 1.25. We'll know for sure when we get to the end. Learning our Phoenix watches, which is fun. Billy did his right. I forgot to hit the start button. I got to the screen, but I didn't hit the start button. So luckily Billy did. So we'll have an accurate walk map of this based on his. So the Phoenix watch so far looks really, really cool. There's all kinds of functionality that you can do it. You can do running, walking, skiing, climbing, biking, hike. I mean, just, you can do dang near anything with it. They're not cheap. They are very pricey. However, with the stuff that we like to do, it's well worth the purchase so far. You can do, you know, you can even do kayaking and such on it. You know, I don't think that there's really an outdoor activity that you can't do on it. So as we get more into branching out and trying new adventures, like Billy's almost talked me into trying kayaking. So things like that. I just think it's going to be an investment that we're really going to appreciate in the long run. So, and we got rid of a couple of the other computers that we were using. So, I mean, that's a weight saver on our packs when we're hiking and such. So, I think it'll be a great investment for us. All right, folks. We are at the end of the Fossil Mountain Trail. That was Billy's walk, so that you can see how far it was. It was a nice little hike. I'm not gonna lie. Now, you know, there's an old joke that says, "Hey, hiker boy, with your hydration pack, your trekking poles, and all of your snacks." My daughter just did that same hike in Crocs holding a Barbie doll. Well, haha, that's funny and that's great, but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm wearing jeans today. I don't know why, but I'm wearing jeans. I wish I had on hiking shorts or hiking pants. And we didn't even bring our water bottles with us because we're like, it's a mile. But you know what? We're both thirsty, so we're gonna go grab us some water. But Billy and I both remarked how really clean the trail was. You know, one of my pet peeves is people riding on stuff and leaving their trash everywhere. We got almost to the very end and somebody had thrown a beer can down. So, and if I had had something that I could reach the beer can, I'd have grabbed it and brought it out and thrown it in the trash, but I couldn't reach it. And I was afraid there might be a little snaky snake in the hole. So I was like, maybe the snake will get drunk and not bother us. Who knows? I like snakes, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, great trail. Really easy trail. We did it in like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. And that's with us stopping and taking pictures like we always do. So let's take a look at some of the other areas in the park before we do our cave tour. Of course, we're going to show you the cave. Why would we come to Rickwood Caverns and not show you the caverns? Duh.
This is some of the extra rock the Boy Scouts had. They just made some walls for us. That might be a little bit slippery here today, so just take your time and watch your step.
Slippery? Might be slippery, Molly.
Cool.
I'm going to down here yet today. How wet it is down here.
You want to hold this video? Oh, okay.
Okay.
See, I could live in a place like this.
Yeah.
No air conditioning, no heat, no storms.
Alright, so this here is our first room of this cave. This This is where I'm going to point out the 4 main rock formations that you're going to see throughout this entire cave. The very first one is called a stalactite because it hangs tightly to the ceiling. It's right up here. And so down below this formation right here, it's called a stalagmite because you might trip over it. It grows up from the ground. Now when these two touch, when they try to form together, they create what's called a column. So this right here to my left, this is our largest column that we have in this cave. We call him Goliath. It's about 17 feet tall and 40 feet around the base right here. So the reason why we call it a column instead of a pillar, because a pillar is what we sleep on here in the South. That's one of my best jokes.
That was a good one.
For our last formation right here behind y'all, this is called drapery because of course it drapes from the wall. And then if you notice these sparkles on the ceilings, the rocks above us, this is actually all water droplets. So the water that's seeping through these rocks is what makes these rocks expand and grow. It takes about 100 years for a formation to grow the size of your thumb. So it takes a very long time for these rocks to actually expand and for it to be noticeable. But this water down here in this cave is very rich in minerals. So as the water does seep through the rocks, those minerals are left behind. So that's what causes the rocks to expand.
Tricolor bat.
And that's all I've got. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey everybody, we just got out of the cave tour. I took a ton of pictures, so you'll see all those. But our tour guide Matt was awesome. He told jokes. Just a lot of great information about the cave. So I don't know if in any of the video you can really hear him talking. But he was awesome. So shout out to Matt. If y'all are coming up here, he said he's been here for a few years. Said he does lifeguarding in the summer at the pool. So y'all come up here, see him. I'm sure all the tour guides are great. But you know, when you have a tour guide that really makes you really enjoy the cave, it's not just, ooh, that's cool, but I mean, he just tons of information and really funny. So thanks so much, Matt. We really enjoyed the tour. All right, so we are basically done with our day at Rickwood. What did you think, Billy?
I loved it. I loved it. Matt was a great tour guide. The park's one of the cleanest I've ever seen.
Oh God, yeah.
Spotlessly clean.
They have places to put like receptacles for your cigarette butts and things like that. So instead of throwing them on the ground and just seeing a lot of cigarette butts everywhere,
Lots of garbage cans everywhere.
I mean, yeah, this is just an exceptionally clean park. I mean, it's noticeably clean. Other than that, you know, the Fossil Mountain hiking trail was a great trail, just a really super easy, lots of rocks, so I didn't get to look around a lot because I'm more concerned with falling flat on my face than than anything else. But you know, it's just a beautiful park. It's not some place that you would come and spend a couple of days at because it is a very small park. But it looks like they're making improvements a lot. There were no mountain bike trails here, but they said they were close by, but I wouldn't say that any of them that I saw that they listed were really close by. They said Coldwater, which is in Anniston, which is a pretty significant drive from here.
They mentioned Tannehill, and they mentioned Bankhead. So.
Yeah, so those are a little closer, I would think, but I guess you could road ride through here, but I don't think you could get much of a ride. What do you think, Mr.
No,
Cyclist?
this is hiking more over here, and it's not a lot of long distance hiking, but it's a good afternoon out for sure.
All right, guys, so I'm going to give Rickwood a thumbs up.
Definitely.
Come out here, spend an afternoon, bring the kids. Oh, and by the way, Matt said that they have, during the month of December, I think he said actually starting November 20th,
Yep.
and then for the entire month of December, they have Christmas lights in the cave. I believe he said it was a self-guided tour. So they kind of let you go down. It's not the entire cave. He said the entire cave was about a mile. And lots of stairs, so if you have mobility issues, you're not going to be able to do the actual full-on cave tour, but they do have something for those that have mobility issues. They actually have a virtual tour that you can do. So it's a VR tour you put on the headset, and you can do the tour that way, and they don't charge for it. So that is awesome. Rickwood, that is fantastic. I'm gonna give you 2 thumbs. I can't do my other thumb because then I'd drop my camera and it would be really awkward. So that to me is just amazing for those that can't actually get down there to be able to still see it with the VR stuff. So but he even said they lowered the price to do the cave tour for the Christmas lights, and he said that they had people dressed up in costumes and stuff like that. So I'm coming back. I might drag Billy with me if he'll come with me. But guys, come out and see Rickwood Caverns State Park. It is a fantastic use of an afternoon. I think you will really, really enjoy it. Until next time, get out there and live a great story.